Have you ever thought about how NBA stars end up with their unforgettable nicknames? Each name tells a story, whether it's tied to a career-defining moment or something totally unexpected. But what makes these nicknames stick, and why are they so important? Today we're diving into the untold stories behind the names that define some of the NBA's most unforgettable players. Kyrie Irving, Uncle Drew. In 2012, Pepsi introduced the world to Uncle Drew with a commercial that quickly went viral. Kyrie Irving, barely recognizable under layers of makeup, played an elderly man who showed up at a pickup game with a cane and a hunched back. At first, it seemed like he was out of his league, but the second he touched the ball, everything changed. The young players around him were left stunned as Uncle Drew schooled them with jaw-dropping moves. The ad was a hit, and so was the nickname. What made Uncle Drew so memorable is how perfectly it mirrored Kyrie's actual playing style. His dazzling dribbling, unexpected moves.
Oh, he put him up! Irving is to attempt. Not fair. It's not fair to have handles like that.
An ability to leave defenders helpless felt like the work of someone who'd spent decades mastering the game. The success of the commercial didn't stop there. It expanded into a series and even a full-length feature film, cementing Uncle Drew as part of Kyrie's legacy. More than just a clever ad campaign, Uncle Drew captures Kyrie's essence as a player and creator. Like the character he portrayed, Kyrie constantly pushes boundaries, redefining what's possible on the court. The nickname became a brand, a persona, and a testament to Kyrie's extraordinary talent and imagination. Nikola Jokic, the Joker. Nikola Jokic's nickname, the Joker, sounds like something straight out of a comic book. It kinda is, but trust me, it's way more fitting than you think. The name came about when his teammate on the Denver Nuggets, Mike Miller, couldn't quite figure out how to say Jokic. Instead of butchering it, he went with the Joker, and the rest is history. Honestly, who could have guessed that a mispronunciation would turn into one of the most iconic nicknames in the NBA? But here's the thing, the Joker fits Jokic's game and personality perfectly. On the court, he's unpredictable in the best way. One minute he's throwing a no-look pass that makes your head spin.
Oh, that is just beautiful.
And the next, he's sinking a shot that defies all logic and somehow goes in. It's like he's playing his own version of basketball, and the rest of us are just trying to keep up. Off the court, he's just as funny.
And now you are an NBA champion, Nikola. How does that feel?
It's good. It's good. The job is done. We can go home now.
His dry humor and one-liners in interviews are absolute gold. Jokic could probably moonlight as a stand-up comedian if he wasn't so busy winning MVPs. And don't let all the laughs fool you. Behind the jokes is a guy who's dead serious about winning. 2 MVP trophies later, Jokic has shown that his game is anything but a joke. The Joker isn't just a nickname. It's a perfect symbol for one of the most entertaining and unstoppable players in the league. Anthony Edwards, Ant-Man. Anthony Edwards didn't earn the nickname Ant-Man in the NBA. It's been with him since he was a toddler. His dad, and no, I am not talking about Michael Jordan, gave him the name when he was just 3 years old, not knowing it would one day define one of the league's most electrifying players. Just like the Marvel superhero, Edwards plays with explosive power and unrelenting confidence. His jaw-dropping dunks, fearless drives, and dynamic energy make him a nightmare for defenders and a force to be reckoned with on the court. But the nickname goes beyond basketball. Edwards fully embraces Ant-Man with his larger-than-life personality. Whether he's delivering hilarious sound bites in interviews or keeping the locker room laughing, he's as entertaining off the court as he is on it. And just like the Marvel hero, Edwards shines brightest in big moments. He's clutch, fearless, and never backs down. Ant-Man isn't just a name. It's a perfect reflection of a player who's fearless, entertaining, and always ready to leave his mark on the game. James Harden, the beard. When you think of James Harden, one thing instantly stands out: his iconic beard. The origin of his famous facial hair is surprisingly straightforward. Harden stopped shaving during his college days at Arizona State, and by the time he made it to the NBA, the beard had become his trademark. It's more than just a look. The beard has been immortalized in commercials, memes, and even Halloween costumes. Harden himself has embraced its legendary status, joking that it gives him superpowers. On the court, the beard symbolizes Harden's dominance. His step-back three-pointer and unmatched scoring ability are as unforgettable as his facial hair. Off the court, it's turned him into a marketing powerhouse, making him one of the NBA's most recognizable stars. Steph Curry. Chef Curry. Steph Curry didn't just earn the nickname Chef Curry because of his talent. It's the way he cooks defenders and serves up unforgettable performances. Every deep three-pointer, ankle-breaking crossover, and clutch game winner feels like a perfectly crafted dish.
Have a timeout. Decide not to use it. Curry, way downtown. Bang! Bang! Oh, what a shot from Curry! With 0.6 of a second remaining.
Fans gave him the name, but it exploded in popularity after Drake immortalized it in his song 0 to 100. Curry's cooking isn't limited to shooting, though his shooting is nothing short of revolutionary. He changed the way basketball is played, with defenders forced to guard him as soon as he crosses half court. Whether it's a quick release three, an impossible shot in traffic, or a buzzer beater from deep, Curry's precision and flair create a recipe that opponents just can't handle. Chef Curry also reflects his ability to elevate those around him. He's not just about scoring. His flashy assists and selfless play create opportunities for his teammates, making the entire team better. The nickname is more than a label. It's a celebration of how he's transformed the game with his creativity, innovation, and relentless pursuit to be great. Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Buckets. Jimmy Buckets wasn't born in the regular season. It's the name Jimmy Butler has earned through his relentless playoff performances. When the postseason begins, Butler shifts into a different gear, turning into a player who seems almost unstoppable under pressure. Regular season Jimmy is reliable, but playoff Jimmy is a force to be reckoned with. In the playoffs, Butler's scoring ability takes center stage. Whether it's fearless drives, perfectly executed mid-range shots, or clutch free throws, his offensive game goes into overdrive. His playoff dominance has made him a fan favorite and a headache for opponents. Yet despite these heroics, Butler still hasn't captured a championship. It's a missing piece that continues to fuel his hunger and drive. Russell Westbrook. Russell WestBrick. Russell Westbrook is one of the most controversial nicknames in the NBA. Unlike most nicknames that celebrate a player's greatness, this one is rooted in criticism of Westbrook's shooting struggles. Over the years, Westbrook has faced stretches of poor shooting that have drawn heavy scrutiny, especially when it comes to his three-point attempts and mid-range accuracy. Opposing teams have even resorted to leaving him wide open on the perimeter, daring him to shoot. The nickname gained traction on social media and in arenas,
And Russell Westbrook.
where opposing fans would chant WestBrick to mock his misses. It's a tough pill to swallow for a player who has accomplished so much, including an MVP award and setting the all-time record for triple-doubles. Westbrook has publicly addressed the nickname, calling it disrespectful not just to him, but to his family.
Shaming, like it's shaming my name. It's my legacy for my kids. It's a name that means more, not just to me, but to my wife, to my mom, my dad.
His frustration with the label underscores how deeply personal these criticisms can feel, especially for a player who has always prided himself on giving 100% effort. However, focusing solely on Westbrook's shooting ignores the larger picture. He remains one of the most dynamic players in NBA history, known for his relentless energy, playmaking, and ability to dominate games in other ways. His explosiveness and intensity have carried teams to the playoffs, and his impact often transcends the stat sheet. While Russell Westbrook might highlight his critics, it doesn't define his career. Despite the noise, Westbrook continues to push forward, proving that he's much more than his shooting struggles. For better or worse, his presence on the court is always felt, and his legacy as one of the NBA's fiercest competitors is undeniable. Every nickname tells a unique story, capturing a moment, a legacy, or even a controversy. They remind us that the NBA isn't just about stats and wins. It's about the characters and the culture that make it unforgettable. So the next time you hear a nickname, think about the story it tells and the legacy it leaves behind.